Imagine waking up 1 year from today, only to realize you accidentally lost over $1,000. The scary part? You never even noticed it.
No, it's probably not your rent, your car payment, or even your groceries. It's something millions of Americans ignore every single day. Most people work harder every year, but somehow end up feeling even more broke. Here's why that keeps happening. Meet Mike. He earns a good salary, pays his bills on time, and thinks he's doing everything right. But at the end of every month, Mike has almost nothing left. What he's missing is the same mistake millions of Americans make without realizing. Mike's biggest problem wasn't spending too much. It was spending without noticing where his money actually went. A $5 coffee, a $10 delivery fee, and another streaming subscription. Alone, they seem, but here's the crazy part. These tiny purchases quietly add up to more than $1,000 every year. This is called lifestyle creep, and most people don't even realize it's happening.
What happened next completely changed Mike's financial future, and it all started with one simple habit.
Mike discovered one rule that wealthy people follow before paying anyone else. They pay themselves first. Even saving just 10% can completely change your financial future. Because consistency beats perfection. At first, Mike barely noticed the difference. But his savings quietly grew every single payday. Mike is having a great day. Then something unexpected happened. His car suddenly broke down. Most Americans would reach for a credit card. But Mike had something much smarter. Mike thought saving money was enough, until inflation quietly started stealing its value. Imagine a burger that costs $10 today, but $12 next year. Your money didn't grow, but prices did. That's why wealthy people don't just save money. They make their money work for them. Mike started investing a small amount every month into a simple S&P 500 index fund. He didn't try to get rich overnight. He simply stayed consistent. And that's when the magic began. Mike always paid the minimum on his credit card, thinking he was staying out of trouble. He couldn't have been more wrong. Here's the trap. When you only pay the minimum, interest keeps growing month after month. Imagine borrowing $1,000, but paying back nearly twice that over time. That's how expensive high-interest debt can become. So Mike made one simple change. He started paying his balance in full whenever possible. Just a few months later, something amazing happened. Mike's credit score started climbing, opening doors to better financial opportunities. Mike thought taxes were just money that disappeared. But wealthy people know the tax rules can actually help you build wealth. One of Mike's coworkers asked a simple question. Does your company offer a 401k? A 401k lets you invest money for retirement. And many employers even add free matching dollars. That's money you don't want to leave behind. Then Mike learned about compound growth, where your money earns money, and that money starts earning money too. Mike finally realized the biggest secret wasn't earning more. It was keeping more and letting it grow for years. A few months later, Mike got a raise. He thought he'd finally feel rich. But something strange happened instead. A nicer apartment, a newer phone, more takeout. His income increased, but so did his spending. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the biggest reasons high-income earners still struggle with money. Then Mike discovered a simple trick, the 24-hour rule. Before buying anything he didn't truly need, the next day, Mike realized he didn't even want most of those purchases. That one habit quietly saved him thousands over time. Money sitting in cash feels safe, but every year, inflation quietly reduces what that money can actually buy. Now compare that with Sarah. She invests the same amount into a low-cost index fund and simply lets time do the work. Mike's cash stayed flat. Sarah's money kept growing, That's the difference between saving money and growing money. Then Mike learned another powerful lesson. Passive income means earning money even when you're not working. That's when Mike stopped asking, "How can I work more?" and started asking, "How can my money work for me?" Mike noticed something surprising. Millionaires don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems that work automatically. Whether the market went up or down, Mike invested the same amount every single month. Most people panic when prices fall. Mike smiled, because he knew he was buying investments at lower prices. Years passed, and while others chased quick money, Mike quietly built real wealth, one small step at a time.
That's when Mike realized, becoming wealthy isn't about making one perfect decision. It's about making good decisions consistently.
Then the economy slowed down. News headlines screamed, "Market crash," and millions of Americans rushed to sell their investments.
Mike felt nervous too, but instead of reacting emotionally, he remembered his long-term plan.
History showed that every major market crash was eventually followed by a recovery, although no one could predict exactly when. So while others were selling in fear, Mike quietly kept investing every month. A few years later, the market recovered, and Mike's patience turned into one of the smartest financial decisions he ever made. Mike realized one paycheck could disappear overnight, but multiple income streams could make his future much more secure. He didn't quit his job. He simply started earning a little extra after work, using skills he already had. Then Mike used artificial intelligence to save time, writing faster, researching smarter, and becoming more productive. Instead of spending every extra dollar, Mike invested most of it, allowing each new income stream to build even more wealth. That's when Mike understood the real goal wasn't just earning more money, it was building financial freedom. Mike finally noticed something. Wealthy people don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Will this help me build wealth?" Every dollar Mike earned now had a job. Spend it, save it, invest it, or let it grow. No dollar stayed without a purpose. 5 years later, Mike wasn't a millionaire yet, but he was no longer living paycheck to paycheck, and that changed everything. The biggest surprise wasn't how much Mike earned. It was how many small, smart decisions added up over time. Financial freedom isn't built in one day. It's built by repeating the right habits, month after month, year after year. Think about it. Mike never won the lottery, never picked the perfect stock, and never became rich overnight. He simply made better money. The truth is, building wealth isn't about being lucky. It's about making small, smart decisions again and again, until they imagine where you could be 5 years from now if you started today. Your future self will thank you for every smart decision you make. Remember the biggest lesson from Mike's journey. Earn wisely, spend intentionally, invest consistently, and let time do the heavy. If this video changed the way you think about money, hit subscribe and join thousands of people learning how to build wealth one smart decision at a time. Your financial